Welcome back, guys, to another day replay Dragon Age Inquisition. Look who's here, guys! Look who's still alive! Menave! I actually saved you this time.
Thank you for saving my life, and giving us a chance to help. I'm mostly studying now, but Helisma can talk to you.
Yeah, it's looking like...
We've a chance. A real one. We've a chance. A real one.
It's looking like all the people that you could save, they end up getting replaced anyway. Which is kind of disappointing. I really wish that that would have mattered more if you were able to save them. That they really should continue doing the same jobs that they did before. Instead, they were like, well, ju just the mere fact that they can't be saved, we're just going to replace them regardless. So I think that was a little bit lazy of BioWare. They could have done that. They could have handled that a lot better. So I will, as much of a fanboy as I am of BioWare, there are parts of that that, I need to wag my finger at because I'm like, you should have done that better. You could have done that better. But anyway, look for Cole.
This
There you
thing
are,
is not
Cole.
a stray puppy you can make into a pet. It has no business being here.
Wouldn't you say the same of an apostate?
Inquisitor, I wondered if Cole was perhaps a mage, given his unusual abilities.
He can cause people to forget him, or even fail entirely to notice him. These are not the abilities of a mage. It seems that Cole is a spirit,
It is a demon.
if you prefer, although the truth is somewhat more complex.
If he's a demon, he's gone. He helped us. No, I'm backing him up. Andy is so loyal to Cole. I'm backing him up. He helped us.
Cole helped me escape the Envy Demon. I already agreed to let him stay.
He doesn't care if
That
he
was before we knew what it was. Honoring deals with demons is a swift path to an early grave.
In fact, his nature is not so easily defined.
Speak plainly, Solas. What are we dealing with?
Demons normally enter this world by possessing something. In their true form, they look bizarre, monstrous.
But Cole looks like a young man. Could it be possession?
No. He has possessed nothing and no one. And yet he appears human in all respects.
Right.
Cole is unique, Inquisitor. More than that, he wishes to help. I suggest you allow him to do so.
Dwarves don't have much cause to learn about demon possession. What do you mean?
Yes.
Right.
Dwarves rarely draw the attention of spirits, possibly because of your ties to the stone.
Right, that makes sense.
Spirits and demons cross over from the Fade by attaching themselves to something in this world. But Cole has willfully manifested in human form without possessing anyone.
The demons who came through the breach, or through the rifts, weren't possessing anything.
These demons were drawn through against their will, driven mad by this world. But Cole predates the breach. From what we can tell, he has lived here for months, perhaps years. He looks like a young man. For all intents and purposes, he is a young man. It is remarkable.
Yes, it is. I'm not going to get rid of him. I'll talk with him.
I should hear what Cole has to say for himself. Where is he now?
He was right.
It's nice to see that Solas and Andy are actually starting to get along even more.
Haven. So many soldiers fought to protect the pilgrims so they could escape. Choking fear. Can't think from the medicine, but the cuts rack me with every heartbeat. Hot, white pain. Everything burns. I can't. I'm going to... I'm dying. I'm... dead.
Well, that's disconcerting.
Glad to see you're settling in, Cole. Here I was worried you'd have trouble making friends.
Every breath slower. Like lying in a warm bath. Sliding away. Smell of my daughter's hair when I kiss her goodnight. gone. Cracked brown pain. Dry. Scraping. Thirsty. Here.
Thank you.
It's all right. She won't remember me.
What exactly are you? No, you're a friendly spirit. Yeah.
You're using your powers as a spirit to help people.
Yes. I used to think I was a ghost. I didn't know. I made mistakes, but I made friends too. Then a Templar proved I wasn't real. I lost my friends. I lost everything.
Oh, Cole.
I learned how to be more like what I am. It made me different, but stronger. I can feel more. I can help.
No. Stay and help us.
If you're willing, the Inquisition could use your help.
Yes, helping. I help the hurt. The helpless. There's someone. Hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Someone make it stop hurting. Make her, please. The healers have done all they can. It will take him hours to die. Every moment will be agony. He wants mercy. Help.
So unlike Art was really torn about this, I think, but in the end, I think this is an easier decision for Andy. I think for Andy, he's like, take him out of his misery. He's gonna suffer. Again, he's practical. Andy's a lot more practical. He's not as idealistic. So he's like, I don't want him to suffer. If he's going to die, at least, you know, do this favor for him. End his pain.
All right. Help him.
It's all right. I want to stay.
I like how gentle Andy was with that. He was like, the way he says, it's all right, help him. I love the way that the voice actor delivered that. It was comforting, considering, you know, what Cole was about to do. It was still comforting. Cole, are you still... You're over here somewhere still. Yeah, he's still over there.
He hates it all because of the darkness behind the door. Some doors should stay shut.
Tell me about your past.
I'd like to talk about what happened to you before we met.
Before you, Rhys was my friend. He showed me I was wrong to kill the mages. I thought I was helping them. Then he and Evangeline went to Adamant, and I went with them. I was worried Evangeline would hurt Rhys. We found out dangerous things. It scared Seeker Lambert, and he scared the mages. It started the rebellion. Seeker Lambert told me what I was. Rhys couldn't look at me. I ran until I found more Templars. That's all.
What can you tell me about Rhys?
He was a mage. He saw me when most couldn't, and he remembered. He helped me, and I watched over him. I worried Evangeline would hurt him. She was a Templar, but she didn't like hurting people. When I left, she stayed. Now she watches over him. They should have been with the rebels. Maybe they ran away together instead. Neither of them like killing.
If you like, I could use the resources of the Inquisition to locate your friend.
No. If they are alive and safe, they should stay away. The last time he saw me, he didn't want to look at me. He saw a monster.
I still think they need to reunite.
Let him forget.
No, I still think that somehow they need to reunite. Somehow.
What was the Spire like when the Mage Rebellion started?
Dead and dying, begging and bloody. Some wanted freedom, some peace, some war. Some wanted it all to stop. Evangeline was a Templar, but she helped Rhys help the others. She set them free. Adrian was a mage, but she killed mages to force the fight. She wanted blood. Rhys just wanted to help, to stop people hurting. Maybe that's why he saw me.
What can you tell me about Adamant Fortress?
It is old, full of sadness and pain. It should be torn down. The veil is thin. We found a demon there. It had touched a man and made him real again. It scared Rhys and Evangeline. The man wasn't supposed to be real. Then the demon found us. It put me back in the cupboard on the bad day.
I remember that.
Rhys and Evangeline saved me.
What did you mean when you said you killed mages?
Some of the mages at the Spire wanted to die. Too sad, too scared, too much. I didn't know what I was. A ghost, I thought. Fading in the fade. When I came to them, they could see me. I used the knife to set them free. When Rhys found out, he made me stop, made me understand. There were other ways to help. I didn't know.
You made a mistake. You're a murderer. You set them free. I think Andy would say you set them free. Yeah, Art said this. I think Andy would say this.
You wanted to free them from pain and fear. You shouldn't be ashamed of that.
Cole disapproves,
I
though.
am. I didn't know. I could have helped more if I'd known. If I hadn't been so... me. It was wrong. I was wrong. If I start again, you or Cassandra or Cullen need to kill me.
You said Seeker Lambert told you what you were.
I'm hiding Rhys from him, but he chants words and sees. I won't let you hurt Rhys. My nose explodes, a shower of blood. Just another parasite that's wormed its way into our world, feeding off all the things you can't have. What we found at Adamant made him angry. We were the first rock rolling at the top of a mountain. He had to stop us. He killed so many. He didn't care. Cold, corrupt. So I came and killed him.
If you hated Seeker Lambert, why go to the Seeker Fortress?
Because he was right. I was a demon.
You're not a demon.
I saw demons at Adamant. They put people in the dark, in the old hurts. I didn't want to be that. I heard the old songs of the Templars at Val Royeaux and followed them. If I forgot, fought, fell to felling, Templars would kill the demon. I wouldn't hurt anyone again.
I'll talk to you later.
Yes.
Send men to scout the area. We need to know what's out there.
Oh, Cullen.
Yes, sir.
Commander, soldiers have been assigned temporary quarters.
Very good. I'll need an update on the armory as well. Now!
I don't know if I remember this scene with Art. Hey, Cullen.
We set up as best we could at Haven, but could never prepare for an archdemon, or whatever it was. With some warning, we might have...
Is everything all right?
If Corypheus strikes again, we may not be able to withdraw. And I wouldn't want to. We must be ready. Work on Skyhold is underway. Guard rotations established. We should have everything on course within the week. We will not run from here, Inquisitor.
How many were lost?
Most of our people made it to Skyhold. It could have been worse. Morale was low, but it's improved greatly since you accepted the role of Inquisitor.
I'm not used to that title.
Inquisitor Kadash. Fancy title for a surfacer. It sounds odd, don't you think?
Not at all.
Is that the official response?
I suppose it is. But it's the truth. We needed a leader. You have proven yourself.
That guy was like, why am I looking at it, staring at a wall?
There can be no mistakes this time.
I understand.
Cullen,
At least we know what we must face.
face.
I will do everything I can to ensure the security of our people. You have my word.
No. Andy's like, yes, thank you, Cullen.
Was there something you needed?
Is there anything I should know?
Repairs to Skyhold's fortifications are progressing. Our scouts report no immediate threats in the surrounding area. We are fortunate Solus knew of this place.
Is there anything I should know?
I'd gotten used to mages disliking me on principle.
Mm.
Vivienne's views on Templars are surprisingly traditional.
Is there anything I should know?
Sarah brought me a piece of cake. She thought I looked hungry,
Why are you telling me this?
because it was either an act of kindness or a trap. I was hoping you knew which.
Is there anything I should know?
Not at present.
Okay.
That's all for now.
Another time then.
Didn't know if Cole had anything else to say.
He was the boy who was supposed to die. He named himself after the horse.
Who?
I'll talk to you later.
Yes.
Okay. Alright. I think the last person I want to chat with is... You guys probably can guess. Oh, here, Adon's here. You're still alive at your
Haven was a
place.
cock-up, Herald, Inquisitor. But you did right by me, and others. We'll pay you back. Elan's good, my best. Elan's good, my best.
Yeah, he's nothing. Not doing anything right now. Blackwall's there, Vivian's there, Iron Bull is here. We're gonna have our little chat, right, Iron Bull?
Inquisitor, huh? Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
What did you want me to come see?
Here, come on. I'll show you.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I dressed like this?
You'll see. Come on. It'll be worth your time, I promise.
There we go again.
Evening. Iron Bull. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner. I'm from Jader. Well, near Jader.
Mira. I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the Conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. He doesn't talk much.
Andy will play along.
So, you ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori? Or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
Say a little.
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I
Mira.
thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon. I don't think the Chant of Light as much as I should. But you can't see something like that and not believe.
Well, Grim and I should find our tents. Thanks for the drink. I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option, but a few faces might help.
You made it sound like you didn't like the Inquisition.
People don't always tell the truth when you're polite. You've got to poke them a bit.
I knew some of the soldiers felt like that, but to actually hear it...
It's hard to be just an idea sometimes. That's all you are to most of them.
Right.
It's why you could stand right in front of them without being recognized. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that, no matter what comes next.
Thanks, buddy. Ooh. Hey, Harding.
Scout Harding,
Your worship.
shouldn't you be out there scouting?
In a bit. We're in Skyhold for supplies and a change of personnel. Not me, though. Indispensable.
So, who's Scout Harding, really?
Me? Oh, I'm no one. Lived near Redcliffe all my life. Herded sheep for my neighbor. When the Inquisition came through my village, I helped by telling them everything I knew about the area. Then I signed on. Wanted to see the world before it was swallowed up by... that thing out there.
What's been going on?
Sister Liliana glanced at me today. I think she's gonna have me killed.
What's been going on?
Ambassador Montelier sent me a basket of flowers to thank me for my work with the Inquisition.
Nice.
She's so lovely.
What's been going on?
Varric came by to talk. He told me a story about copper marigolds.
Right.
What's been going on?
Madame de Fer said hello to me. Or maybe she was waving at someone else and I just thought she was. Yeah, that's probably what happened.
What's been going on?
That strange boy came in with an armful of chickens. You're looking after him, right?
What's been going on?
Dorian's awfully pretty, isn't he?
Yep.
What's been going on?
Just waiting to get back out there.
What's been going on?
Just waiting to get back out there.
Apparently, you can flirt semi-romance, not really fully, I don't think. You can flirt with Harding, Scout Harding. Maybe that only happens if you don't flirt with anyone else. Because I don't think I ever saw the flirt option with Harding with Art. So maybe it's because I had to not flirt with anyone in order for that to happen.
Take care.
Before we end the video, let's go meet this Thetis' Hawk. Except changes. Tried to make him look completely different from Clive, so... And his personality is totally different from Clive as well.
Inquisitor, meet Hawk, the champion of Kirkwall.
Though I don't use that title much anymore.
Hawk, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him, after all.
Yeah.
You want my advice? Did you hear what happened to Kirkwall? My advice nearly tore that city apart.
Okay, so now I do notice that the dialogue is different with this. So this particular hawk is actually an aggressive hawk. So I do notice now that the dialogue is different. So I was mistaken. It wasn't a bug. Sarcastic Hawk was actually Sarcastic Hawk in my playthrough with Art. And this here is the more aggressive Hawk. I think the main problem was people were saying that the voice actor who voice acts Hawk, his range in terms of his range isn't that great in that he always comes off as being a total jerk. But I think part of it was, a lot of it I believe was the animator's fault. It just seemed like there were many parts as the humorous Hawk. He just always had this scowl on his face. His eyebrows always seemed to be furrowed most of the time. He had this scowl, he had this frown. And it always made him look angry and upset all the time. I've tried this experiment where I only listened to Hawk's voice. I didn't look at his face at all. I just shut my eyes and listened to Hawk's voice. And I was able to picture Hawk with not as angry and ticked off of an expression. And it worked. It worked with that voice. So, yes, while I think that the voice actor's range as far as Hawk's personality might be limited, I believe that the animators didn't help at all because they still made his facial expression. There's a lot to say about, it's not just the voice, it's the facial expressions too. They made his facial expression way too bitter, in my opinion, as humorous Hawk. They should have probably saved the scowl and the angry, facial expressions more for the aggressive Hawk and lightened it up a bit for the humorous Hawk. So that's I think is where BioWare's animators dropped the ball there. I'll bear that in mind. You tried.
I'm not saying I intend to follow your advice.
Nice.
I see why you stuck around.
Whatever happens, it'll make for a great story.
And if it doesn't, you'll just make up something better. What would you like to know?
Why does...
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
Why does this Hawk actually seem a little bit more humorous than the other Hawk? It feels like it's been flipped, but I'm pretty sure that's not how it is. They could have fallen.
You're giving me maybes. I need proof.
Then let's get you some. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated.
Not Alistair this time.
His name is Stroud.
Yep.
The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
We've encountered red lyrium. Corypheus was using it to corrupt the Templars and turn them into his slaves.
Hopefully my friend in the Wardens will know more.
If Corypheus has corrupted the Wardens, it may be too late to save them.
I understand. I'll do whatever's necessary to stop him. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time, I'll make sure of it. Inquisitor.
So you're no longer the Viscount. Oh yeah, yes. So again, this Hawk sided with the Templars and became the Viscount of Kirkwall, apparently temporarily.
Why did you step down as Viscount?
The Templars started using a dangerous new form of lyrium. It's red and very powerful.
The Templars serving Corypheus were using red lyrium. I stopped most of them.
It made the Templars in Kirkwall paranoid. Eventually they came after me. I left Kirkwall to try to find out more. I never imagined it would lead me to Corypheus.
How about Anders?
I'd like to know more about Anders. What was he like?
I don't know if there ever was just Anders. He was crazy. By the end, there was nothing left in him except this insane need to start a war no one could win.
I believe this Hawk ended up actually killing Anders. He ended up bringing justice upon him. I didn't mean to do that on purpose.
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
My sister's a Grey Warden. I had my friend Aveline take her as far from Orlais as possible.
Yep, I think he's a Grey Warden.
Started acting strangely. I had to keep my family safe. Fenris would have killed himself to protect me. I didn't want to give him that chance.
Fenris, by the way, Hawk and Fenris, they were together in this version of Thedas, in this world state. Didn't say much about Maryland. Well, Isabella, we ended up turning into the Arishok. For those of you who didn't particularly like Clive, this Hawk has actually done a lot more nastier things than Clive. Clive, people seem to either love or hate Clive. You guys seem to have a very strong opinions about him one way or another. But this one probably did a few more controversial things, arguably.
Assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition. What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition. I think the exact phrase was, has a good shot at fixing Blondie's mess.
You said you thought you killed Corypheus.
The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. And I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground.
That wasn't good enough.
Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back. Or maybe it's old Tevinter magic. But he was dead. I swear it.
Nope, 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 nope.
We'll talk later. I'll meet you at Crestwood.
I even knew that before we even found out. Like, the game even tried to tell us.
Let me know if you have any other questions. Otherwise, I'll meet you at Crestwood.
Alright, nothing now.
We'll talk later.
Right.
Alright, guys. Stand by side. Okay, folks, thank you for watching, and until next time, love yourselves, love each other.